this, actually this, oh, where's my brain? Chain style I honestly have never seen before. It's very different. Anyway, so that's a gold tone Trifari, and it is measuring at about 28 inches or so. So a lovely layering piece. Okay. Showing you my deals, the deals I got. So I paid $1 for this. And it is basically just teeny little kind of amber colored faceted glass beads with regular seed beads in between. I think it's meant for layering because it's like the whole thing you could use there. But you could also, you know, have it in half. So the measurement on that is 24, 34. Okay, 40 inches on that. $1. $1, I think I paid for that. Let's see. Yes. Okay. This one is so nice. This thrift store with all these tags that I'm showing you here is a thrift store here in Pittsburgh that's called Red, White, and Blue. And it's one of my favorite thrift stores because it is one of those thrift stores that cycle through colors. So it's not like, you know, when you walk in certain consignment stores or thrift stores that the price is always the same. It's not here. The jewelry that they have always cycles through a color, so it will eventually go on sale. It'll start at 25% off, full price, 25% off, 50% off, 75% off. There's another thrift store that I go to that I don't know, I might have a few items in here that actually goes up to 90% off. So you can get some amazing deals. So this item here, I paid $2 for, and it, you can see the hang tag right here, is a very lovely and excellent condition Monet. I don't know if you can see that, but it's got these beautiful filigree kind of hanging down. And this thing is called a, I guess it would be called would it be called a bolero? Oh, I'm on a video. Sorry. Um, is it called a bolero when it just kind of hangs down like a scarf? Remind me, people in the chat. I can't remember if that's what it's called. Sometimes I write notes here to remind myself of things, but I don't think I wrote anything for that. Anyways, but I'm curious the value of that. It's really nice, like brand new. So I'm going to use my, what, Andrew? I'm literally on a video, live.
Okay.
What do you need?
Colored pencils.
Andrew.
I don't know where they are. So,
well, I can't get.
Never mind. I just didn't know if you knew.
Sorry. This is not. He's been home for hours and he chooses right now to ask me. And literally, I have colored pencils behind there. But there should be other ones in the house. I want to take a picture of this. I'm just curious of its value. It is so nice. So, so nice. So heavy. So give me 1 second. For those of you that don't know, there's a great, tool you can use as a reseller or even just someone who's buying stuff for themselves. And most of you already have it on your phone. If you just have the Google app on your phone, you can, Lariat, thank you. I could not remember it for the life of me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But the Google Lens is a really, I don't want to be offline. It's a really great tool because what it can do is it can take a visual picture of something and then it will run a search on it. Come on, quit being so blurry. Okay, I apologize. My thing is not focusing. What is going on tonight, people? Not you guys. Why is this not focusing? I just don't understand. Sorry, hold on. I don't know what's going on here. I'm struggling. I'm struggling at the moment. Let me make sure I'm connected to Wi-Fi. And I am. Okay, So there should be no problem with taking a picture of this. What is going on? There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. So, yeah, I wanted to look up comps on that. And I probably looked up comps when I bought it because look at that. 40, 48, 64. Definitely something that's, I wouldn't say uncommon, but I mean, common. There's a lot of them out there, but they definitely have value. So that makes me very happy. Seriously, 85, 175, there's no way you wouldn't sell it for that. But anyways, it looks like there are earrings that come with it that match. Okay, well, that's a cool find. Little Monet vintageness going on there. Cool beans. Okay. So I paid $1 for this. And it looks like we have, I'll use my scissors to get in here faster. We have some Tiger's Eye. Hopefully these are sterling silver hooks. Now, unfortunately on District we can't zoom in very easily, but I will tell you right now that that does say 925. So we've got some little sterling silver tiger eye dangle, and I guess this could in fact be turned into a pendant. It just is like a bead right now. But those are pretty. I'm not crying about that for $1. Again, I haven't looked at any of this stuff since I put it in the big bag in my drawer. So this was $2.92, 50% off. So I paid about $1.50 for these rhinestone earrings. They need to be cleaned clearly. But I like the red touch on them. Those are nice. Yeah, pretty little pair of sparkly earrings there. I like. Again, I've told people if they popped in earlier, I'm not necessarily doing sales tonight. I would do sales if after I look through all this stuff, as I do it, if there's something that comes up that you're like really interested in, then you can just say something in the chat and then maybe I can run something. But generally, I haven't really done research on any of this. But I mean, I'd be open to it. The tiger's eye set is very pretty. I agree. Okay, so yeah, this looks like a shorter choker enameled kind of leaf sort of necklace. Looks like we have a pair of earrings stuck to it. Great. A hook clasp there. I don't see. Ooh, there is something written on it. Let me look at it with my loupe. Oh, it says Coro. I was not aware. Excellent. And I paid half of $2.92, so I paid about $1.50 for that. So, okay, that's a good find. Cool beans. Okay. So this looks like I paid 50% of $4. So I paid $2 for these. Usually as I'm buying this stuff, I'm, checking for sterling silver. Oh, these are not sterling silver. They must have had a brand on it. That would be the only reason I would think that I would have bought them. Oh, and there you go. You see, I know myself so well. And that says something birch, maybe Laurel Birch. Is that a brand that you guys recognize? Just a pair of kind of etched quarter circle, I guess, if you officially earring dangle earrings there. Okay. All right, I paid $1.50 for this. Okay, I'm going to cut it off, but hopefully I'm not going to cut the jewelry. Okay, see if we have any brand names. Looks like we do. These days, I really don't try to pick something up when I'm thrifting unless it does have some sort of maker's mark or it's a precious metal of some type. This says Leah Sophia, and it looks like we have, some mother of pearl, some those are glass. I can feel the coldness. I'm not quite sure if those are faux pearls, but I'm going to scratch them together and see. That's one thing you can do with, pearls is, yes, you can rub them on your teeth. Rachel always is like, listen, she doesn't have a problem rubbing it on her teeth. I have done that before too. But if I have two pearls, I don't mind rubbing them together, and they do feel scratchy there. So we have some textured rings there, and it's obviously just a layering necklace. Yeah, for a dollar. What did I say? $1.50. So half off $3. The point of tonight is to show you that, if you're somebody who's learning about jewelry, or you're somebody who, is into jewelry, that, those really good deals and finds are out there. You just have to know what to look for. And, you need to know where to look. There definitely are some stores that I prefer over others, in terms of finding jewelry and the like. So let's see what else I have here. Okay, so I paid $7 for this. Let me cut this tag off, see what's going on. Now, knowing myself, I would not have paid $7 unless unless it was like either a brand name or it was some sort of precious metal. So we're going to try to take a closer look at this. There appears to be something written right there. Let's see what it says. Bingo. Yes, it says Italy 925. So this is actually it's an enameled bracelet, magnetic there. I'd like to take a quick picture of it and see if anything pops up in terms of its value. I use the Google Lens all the time. I'm sure that those of you that are resellers do as well. Let's see what I can find out. That is a terrible picture. Let me try again. Okay. You see, most likely what I did, because I don't know how long ago I bought this stuff, because all these hauls are kind of put into like drawers, and I don't remember how long ago it was. But I promise you that I looked this up before I bought it, because that would be an explanation for why, for me, I would have paid $7, because that's kind of, I'm turning on my fan, it's hot. That's kind of a lot for me to pay for something thrift-wise, unless I know there's something about it that's, gonna bring value to it. But yeah, look, it's Italy, Mylor, sterling silver, which is exactly, that's the exact thing there. It's got some different prices, but look at that. Not too shabby, huh? $7 find. I'm not crying about that. Okay, so we have some rhinestone twist back earrings here. I would have paid about $2. This is just paper. I'm going to rip this off. And I don't need to keep this price now, because now it's going to be documented in my video. I can remember what I paid in my video. Yeah, so these are twist back. Oh, there appears to be something written on the back. It drives me nuts that I can't zoom in on this, because I want you to be able to see it as I see it. Let me get my lit up magnifying glass here, and maybe it might make it a little better for you to see. Again, as I'm looking at stuff tonight, if there's something that you are interested in me running, I will. But tonight is not really about sales. It's more about just doing a jewelry show. Showing you. So you see that stuff written back there? I can't really get it close enough for you to see it. That just makes me crazy. Okay, so I'm looking with my loop, and it says J Flex Stir. So J Flex must be some brand. Not sure. And I guess they're sterling. So there you go. My little find there. I remember buying these beads. I remember specifically looking at these beads and thinking, oh, those are hematite. And then as I looked closer at them, I thought, oh, not hematite. I didn't mean hematite. I meant malachite, which is a green. No, I meant malachite, which is a green stone. And those are they're not actually that. They look like it, kind of with the green striations there. But what I have discovered, and I checked with my friend Hannah with Fleur de Montaigne, and she agreed with me that these are actually check beads. They're like satin glass. They're hand knotted, and it's kind of meant to give the look of malachite, but they aren't in fact that. They are a glass with an vintage clasp here. So these are probably worth about $40 or $50, and I paid $2. So that's a good find, right? Very pretty. Let me rip that off. You can't really look at the stuff very well with that. And the length of those, all of these I will be listing or be putting on, but I am open to anybody who's interested in purchasing tonight. But you just have to reach out and say, hey, run that thing. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going. So there you go. Cool. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. This looks like costume jewelry. A little owl and some AB rhinestones there. I'm very confident it's costume. There you go, sticking ever so well to my magnet. And I paid $1.50 for this, but obviously it's just a little statement necklace. Look at how pretty the back is, though. Isn't that pretty? It's almost as pretty on the back as it is on the front, but I don't see a brand. So there's that. What else do I have going on here? These are really, really heavy. You see texture going on these center balls, and then we kind of have like more bar links connecting it. Oh, we got a clasp here. Sorry, I can't show it to you and read it to you. I just have to read it myself. And it says Duplaise, Dauplaise. It's not really a brand I'm very familiar with, but they obviously make a quality necklace because this is really heavy. I mean, I just want you to see what it looks like on the neck. It just hangs so nicely. I'm going to double it just for the sake of, but it's just so heavy, and I love all the, and I paid $3 for that, apparently. I love all the textures going on that. It's very nice. I love, love, love. You see, when I'm out thrifting and looking for stuff to pick up, to me, it's about the quality of the item. It's like the weight of it. Is it heavy? Is it cold? Can I identify, a brand? Is it a precious metal of some type? Blah, blah, blah. So appears that I have here, I don't know if this is crystal or just glass. It's heavy, but I've felt heavier. I'm not sure. And I don't know if Rachel is in the chat anywhere. She may or may not be, but maybe one of my other, jewelry friends out there could help answer this question for me. So I paid $1.50 for this necklace. Hopefully that's a sterling clasp. Let's see. Yes, it is, because that's what I do. I pick up that stuff. So that does say sterling right there in that fishhook clasp. But I want to know how, for those who might have knowledge about jet black, stones, or I guess French jet is what I'm asking. How can you identify the difference between French jet and just a faceted glass bead? Now, obviously, I know there's other beads that could be faceted or could be like onyx, which falls under quartz on my Presidium. I'm sure this is just glass, as it is. But I don't know how to identify very well the difference between glass and jet, French jet. I think that's the correct name. How much would you be run the tiger's eye set for? Okay, I'll look real quick for you, Julia, right after I finish this. Um, so I know that there was tests that you can do something about like the feel of the stones when they're, French jet, that they maybe are not as cold, that they're warmer. I don't know. So I was just curious if anyone out there had any knowledge of that. But anyways, that's a nice faceted necklace, sterling silver clasp there. So, okay, let me see. Let me get it back out for you. I should cut, I should stop cutting the tags off while I talk to you, because I think it's easier for me to find them. So it had this round bead here, obviously sterling silver earrings there. I made some notes for myself. So let me see if I may or may not have said anything about those earrings, but let me just take a quick look. Yeah, so I would be willing to run these for $5. They are sterling silver, and then obviously tiger's eye. So would you like me to run that for you, Julia? Run, please, no problem. So let me pull up one of my things that says $5 real quick. Again, I'm not looking to be like the most expensive seller out there. I know what I paid for them, and now you just saw what I paid for them. So I don't need to get the most of the most of the most amount of money on every single thing I sell. And I might have to just edit one of these because I don't seem to. Give me 1 second. Okay. Tiger's eye 925 earrings and circle bead. Okay. Where did it go? Sorry, Julie, I'm trying to find it. I just changed it and edited it. And now, oh, there it is. Okay, here we go. Okay, so I just started the auction, Julia, right there for $5 on those, and it's just 20 seconds. So uh, other people are allowed to, bid if they want. I mean, it is still an auction, but I can certainly run things when people ask about them. But it looks like this is going home with Julia. So there you go. And I haven't actually shipped your stuff yet, Julia, so we can just add that to the mix if that's okay with you in terms of progressive shipping. And she says, yes, that's okay. That works. Okay. So this is, see, that's all I'm going to write. Jewelry haul. Okay. All right. Well, let me keep going. I think out of the sake of not being able to find the pieces faster, I may not actually cut the tags off anymore. I'll just move the tags out of the way. I always, was like, well, it's prettier to show it without the tag. It's true, it is, but it's probably going to be much easier for me to remember after the fact, after this video. Okay, so I have a really lovely, what is definitely a sterling silver chain. It is marked 925. It is on a snake chain measuring 18 inches. And then it's got that sterling silver, dangle with, looks like some glass stones. And possibly a quartz. I don't know if that's a rhinestone or a quartz, but let me check real quick. Oh, wow. Okay. Well, that goes up. It might possibly be a topaz, possibly. I'm going to have to push this way down so that you can still see that back there. Topaz is right there in the middle. It is blue. And you can see it definitely goes past quartz. So anyways, not a terrible find that I picked up for approximately $6.50. So good find there. Okay. This looks like a choker length, kind of filigree gold tone necklace. I paid $3 for it. Yeah, I just think I got it for a layering piece. I don't think I see any sort of brand on it. So that was that find. It has little rhinestones there. Looks like they kind of have that, moon glow look to them, or sort of like a opalite kind of look in those rhinestones. So there's that one. Again, this is just a video of me showing, but I will run things if I go past stuff and you're interested in them. But really, I'm just showing you the deals that I found. So it looks like I paid $7.50 for this necklace, pendant necklace. We have here a sterling silver box chain, very thin box chain, but in great condition. And the pendant down here, isn't this super cute? I remember bringing this back and realizing that when I bought it, Rachel says, be sure to subscribe to Cherish Relics Boutique on YouTube. Yes, I always forget to say that. But then I also say, go follow me also on District. I forget to say that too. Hey, Rachel, I have a question for you. I was asking earlier about how do you know when you have a black faceted stone, like in this one. Tonight's really just more of a haul. I'm not really doing sales as much unless someone wants me to run something, which I will. These don't move at all on the Presidium, so they're just glass. But is like French jet, does that show up as glass on the Presidium? And if so, how do you tell the difference between French jet and just faceted glass? I'm curious if you know that. So if you're there or you're paying attention, maybe you're off multitasking, I'm not sure. But answer that for me if you think about it. Okay, I do remember when I came home with this necklace that the clasp and actual necklace is sterling silver, but I remember looking for a maker's mark. I'm not a maker's mark, a 925 in here, and I couldn't find any. So I believe I ran an acid test on it because I think they sold it as if that was going to be sterling silver. But my recollection is the necklace was sterling silver, but the little thing was just, silver tone. And I could run it for you right now, but I don't think I need to. I think that's what I remember. Inquiring minds want to know. That's right, Don. We want to know. Teach us, Rachel. Teach us. Okay. So there's that necklace. But I love it. It's super cute. Love it. Love it. Okay. It looks like I have another pair of twist back earrings here. Faceted prong set rhinestones that I paid about $1.75 for, so it was 50% off $3.33. But I wanted to see if I could see any brand back there. Of course, it's hard to see on this because I can't zoom in, so let me look under my thing. You know what it says? It says Kramer, Kramer, and then under it, it has NY. It's like in a circle. It's not the best imprint of Kramer, so I don't know if that makes me wonder if it's not real, like it's fake. But these are so vintage. I can't imagine they were doing. People try to fake jewelry these days and make it look like it's the real thing, but I can't imagine they did it back then. So if that's the case and those are Kramer, that's not going to make me cry. Let me keep going here. Inquiring minds want to know. My guess is she's probably multitasking. I know her. She'll have things on, but then she'll also be like making her own videos. You know what I mean? Okay, so what do we got here? Look at these beauties. Lovely. Faceted, sort of amber, AB coated, graduating. Looks like a post back. I got this at a church sale, so I paid $1.50 for those beauties. Aren't they pretty? I'm pretty confident. Most things I'm not going to test with my Presidium because I just know that they're glass, you know. It's yeah, and that's just glass. I have to, how am I going to make that so it focuses on it? There we go. Okay. So, yeah, really pretty dangle earrings. So really, you're getting to see the inventory that I've hunted for and the deals that I've hunted for. And I know you guys out there are all there hunting for those deals as well. So I paid $2 for these earrings. Aren't these different looking? They are a hook, but they've got a very textured kind of leaf thing around those. Yeah, I don't know if those are glass, but they look to be like speckled with silver. You can hear them. They have a neat sound to them. Yeah, so those are just hook earrings, but they're cute. And they cost me a whopping $2. Cute, cute. Look at this filigree lusciousness going on right here. Okay, what do we got here? Oh, there's actually an original tag on it. So originally this was $68, it appears. And it looks like it was the brand Cachet, possibly. I paid $2 for it. And really it's just these filigree beads with sort of those, you know, other beads in the middle. It is graduating, so it definitely goes from smaller to bigger, as you can see there. But isn't that a lovely necklace? I'm loving that, and I love that the tag's still on it. So there's that. For those popping in or joining in on this, I'm not really necessarily doing a sale tonight. This is really more just a haul. I am willing to run any pieces of jewelry that maybe you are interested in purchasing, but it can also just be about watching me open the things that I've found at such great deals. So this is a really chunky necklace. These are faux pearls, obviously. Those are glass, but look at those beads. Wow. It was just a really chunky statement necklace. Those are also glass right there. And it's got a fun little copper heart flower toggle there. And I paid $3 for that. So that's pretty cool. Okay. Another necklace. I paid $2 for this. Again, these days I'm trying to pick things up that at least have tags on it. So this was a loft necklace. It feels to me like these are faceted, but they're plastic or some sort of, you know, like acrylic. I don't know. I don't know if you would call them acrylic beads. And it comes down here to kind of this little swirl of faux pearls with little capped brass pieces on the end. So, and I guess it's meant to look asymmetrical, so you would wear the necklace like that. So that's kind of different. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Another tag. And this says Alfani. Let me get my neck for this, because I'm not going to be able to do it justice, I'm sure, on how it's supposed to hang. It's really heavy. It's sort of like this mesh bib sort of necklace there. And it's got like all those rhinestones that are like inside of it. It's really nice, actually. But definitely vintage. And as you see, all of those things have like textures on them. So there's that. I paid, yeah, $1.50. So 50% off $3 for that Alfani vintage necklace. Hi, bead dealer. Welcome in. Tonight is more of kind of a show of a haul. We're not necessarily doing sales unless something I show is like you can't live without and you'd like me to run a bit, I mean, an auction on it, I'm willing to do that. So this one that I picked up at a thrift store, I paid $3 for it. It was 50% off that. And it looks like I've got a mark back here, Sarah Coventry, the little medallion there, hanging from like a textured link chain. So a thicker chain. So there's that, $1.50. Not terrible. Okay. What do we got going on here? I paid, again, $1.50 for this. I think that says Napier, kind of the newer Napier brand, sort of a fold-over clasp. I am pretty confident these are faux pearls. They are. Yeah, but all that little kind of chain is like weaved in between them. Like it's like, oh, look at that. It's broken right there. Oh, that is so unfortunate. You see it right there? That one chain is broken. Bummer. All right. Well, you're at the right place then, bead dealer. I don't know what your first name is. You can let me know in the chat if you want. But yeah, I'm just going to be testing jewelry, using my gem tester, just talking about how I identify. So, I hunt for jewelry. I thrift for jewelry because I do resale. And I'm always trying to find, the best deals out there. So all of the items I'm showing you tonight were thrift store prices that I got 50% off. So I'm showing you some amazing deals tonight that I was able to hunt. Most of the items that I'm going to be showing tonight either have brand names on them or there's some sort of precious metal or gemstone or something. There would be some reason. Hi, Anne. Thanks for that. There'd be some reason that I would have picked it up. I have so much inventory at this point in my jewelry selling uh, path or adventure that I really just don't pick up just anything. I'm kind of picky. I really, like I said, wait for name brands and something that it stands out in some way. Which for these, I probably picked them up because they just looked plain old. I paid about $1.50. These are a hook earring there. But if you look really close up, there's some texture on that kind of scrolling around those cabochon faux pearls. Looks like they're kind of have like a houndstooth sort of bezel set on it. Well, it's not quite houndstooth. You know what it is? If I can get this to show up, it's like 3 dots are each little thing. Isn't that pretty? So that's pretty. So those are some older looking earrings. I'm sure they're old, and I know they're faux. Okay, so here I have another necklace that I picked up here for $2. We have a loft hang tag. Again, I live in the Pittsburgh area, and all these tags came from one of my favorite thrift stores called Red, White, and Blue, because they actually cycle through their things, and all their things in their store eventually go on sale. All of these are like glass faceted dangle beads there. So these are plastic. Those are plastic. But these are definitely glass. So it has some weight to it. So yeah, it's not, $2 loft necklace that looks brand new. I can resell that. Again, don't be shy. If there's anything that I pull out that anyone is interested in me, running, I'm happy to do that. But really, mostly it's about showing tonight. I'm just pulling out a whole bunch of little earrings. It appears I have in this tub. What else do I got going on here? There. Okay. So what do I have here? So I paid $2 for these earrings. So for those of you that are really new to jewelry, you'll often see people that are in the jewelry business that will have like a jeweler's loop with them so we can look really closely at the things we're looking at. But we also often carry a magnet with us because precious metals like gold and sterling silver are actually not magnetic. So when we find things, that's one of our hints that something is, authentically like a precious metal. Now, there are other things we have to do to prove that they are, like we'll do acid test on things, which we could do some of that tonight. But like, I don't know what that is, but I'm going to look on the hook on this earring really close up and see if I see any mark. But isn't that a cute little dangle there? And it looks like to me that those little beads are, in fact, cloisonne. If you look really close up, aren't those cute? I don't think I knew that those were cloisonne. Cute. Okay, so I'm just going to look under my jeweler's loop real quick. They are not cloisonne, but they are hand painted. It's very obvious that they're hand painted. And on this hook, I'm trying to look for a mark. I don't see a mark, but I'd be curious to know if it was sterling. So you can have sterling that looks gold on items sometimes, because that would be referred to as something that's a vermeil. A vermeil is basically a gold plating over a sterling silver. I don't know that that's for vermeil, but I'm going to set it aside over here to the right, and we'll just make a little pile of things we want to test. I want to test those, and this is why. I wouldn't have picked them up unless I thought they were some type of precious metal. And there's nothing identifying them as not being gold or sterling silver. And the fact that they were non-magnetic makes me want to do further testing. So for those of you that are learning, that's the process of elimination I do there. Okay, it looks like we have some clip-on earrings here that I paid $1.50 for. They're very heavy. Those center faceted oval stones in there, they're not actually glass, they're plastic, but it does have some kind of bezel set rhinestones in there. There is a mark on this. Oh, you know what this is? It says KJL Avon. So this is a great find. That's Kenneth J. Lane Avon. Ooh, I bet these are worth some money. I'm going to do a Google Lens search on them real quick and see if I find anything. Kenneth J. Lane's not making me cry. Can you use any magnet to do it? Yes, you could use any magnet, but having a small little handheld one like this, I often, like right now around my neck currently, I'm going to take off what's around my neck. Anytime I go out and I look at jewelry, I always have a necklace around my neck that has a jeweler's loop and a magnet. So I want my magnet to be small because it can go in my purse. But those are real important identifiers. And the reason I like to put it on a necklace when I'm hunting and doing all my searching is because then my hands are free. I'm not fumbling around with these. I can lift them up from my necklace as a pendant and use them when I want. And another thing, it is not uncommon that when I don't have my magnet attached to a necklace, I find that it sticks to something in a tub of jewelry, and then I put that tub away and I can't find my magnet. So just for my own sanity, sometimes I wear it around my neck. But you could easily go on, Amazon or something. That's probably where I got both my jeweler's loop and my magnet. And you could even type in jeweler's magnet, or you could type in, you want it to be decently strong. So some magnets aren't very strong, and you want to have a strong magnet. So that's the best thing I can describe for you. But I could actually, Julie, if you would like, is I can go back and I can view on my own history from Amazon the actual magnets that I purchased. And then I can message you, because I know that you've bought from me before. So I can message you and tell you where I got the ones they weren't crazy expensive. I think I bought a set of like 4 magnets for they were probably less than $15. It wouldn't have been too crazy. So I'll do that. Okay, no problem. But yes, it's all about learning. Okay. I don't know what that ring went to. I don't know if it went to that. I paid $6 for this little ring, but the only idea of why I would have picked this up is if it was a precious metal. So let me look inside. I'm looking for a maker's mark. I'm not a maker's mark, but then also an identifier of a precious metal. And it does have the numbers 925 in here. Now, I want to warn you, just because something says 925 does not always mean that it is. Often, I get jewelry that is fakely marked as 925, like from China and Taiwan. Those are, I'm not saying that they don't make real stuff too, but I get fake stuff from those, marked from those countries, unfortunately. So even though something's marked, I still test it. So I'm going to put it back there in my test pile because I can't always assume. And now we're going to go back to these Kenneth J. Lane for Avon. Now, my guess is these are probably pretty valuable because first off, Kenneth J. Lane in and of itself is, but I think he only did stuff for Avon, you know, maybe he only did it for a period of time. I don't know, but let's see what we find out. The best app, I swear. I don't know what people in the antique and resale world did before the Google Lens. Okay, so there you go. You see these earrings pulled up, 28, 42. Oh, somebody has them listed as 138. Obviously, somebody thinks they're way more valuable, 76. Well, I'm getting the guess that they're pretty valuable. This person must have underpriced them from the general trend. But look at that, Kenneth J. Lane, Avon. So a good find for what I probably paid was a couple dollars. So this is what we do. We're out there looking for the deals. I want to make sure that when I sell a metal, it's what it should be. Absolutely. And that's the responsible thing for you to do, Julia, as a reseller. You want to know. And I promise you, just because it's marked 925 does not mean it is. There's been lots of things that I've done. So not only do I use a magnet, but I also do acid testing, which I will do some tonight for you. Okay, what else do we got going on here? Looks like this necklace is new with tags on, clearly a 1928. Appears to be a faux cameo pendant. There you go, locket. Cool. This looks brand new. And I know that it's 1928 because literally the tag's on it. And I had paid $2.50 for that. So, you know, as resellers, this is what, as well as a jewelry maker also. That's true. And I'm sure probably when you wire wrap some of your precious gemstones, you probably use sterling silver wire when you do that. And when you're buying it from like a online where you can authenticate that it's 925. Obviously, you don't need to test all that stuff, but yeah. So anyways, there's that necklace. Okay. What else do I have? Oh, looks like I have a pair of earrings here. I think they were attached to this. So I paid $1 for these earrings. You can see there's sort of like a round button etched earring. They are, in fact, Coro clip back. So there's your little mark. And yeah, so aren't those cute? Little etched earrings for $1. There you go. You see, and as resellers, we have to really find our inventory at a, you know, a really good price in order for us to make money on it. And for me personally, I like that I can find inventory at such a good price because then I can pass some of the savings on to you guys. And that's why I do, in fact, have lots of resellers that actually purchase from me because I'm not really looking to get, I don't put the highest possible value because I don't want to sit on my jewelry forever. These earrings are so pretty. Look at those little dangle earrings. Very pretty. Let's see if there's any mark on them. Oh, it looks like it says Joan Rivers. She makes lovely, or I mean, I know she's passed away now, but Joan Rivers is lovely jewelry. You can see that, but that says Joan Rivers. Okay. Aren't those pretty? And I paid $4 for those. Lovely. Yes, a learning night. Sometimes I just got to break up the sales. I can't do sales every night. I like it to just be about the jewelry too. So look, this is a looks like a toggle kind of copper aged bronze, antique bronze. I got this for $1.50. I have to pull the tag off because I can't look at the bracelet otherwise. But the thing is caught on it. Okay. So look, we've got some little glass stones. Yes, those are glass. Sort of bezel set glass stones alternating with some different, dimensional flowers. It is a book chain style. That's the link there. It's called a book chain link. But it's newer and it has a toggle clasp there. So a good little find for a bracelet for a couple dollars. And let me tell you the measurement on that, just so you know. This is right at about 6¼ inches for that find, for that jewelry find. Okay, look at these beautiful gorgeousness rhinestone prong set earrings. Okay, it looks like I paid $5 for these, which was a lot for me. So my guess is they must be marked with some. I wouldn't have paid that much because I know myself unless they had some sort of maker's mark on them. Gorgeousness. Look at those. Beautiful. And it looks like back there it says made in Austria. Yep, I know myself well. So look at those beautiful made in Austria prong set clippies there. Aren't those beautiful? Woo, loveliness. I just love jewelry so much. It's just so fun to go out there and find good deals and all that. Okay, I recall there being something broken about this necklace. I can't remember what. But I picked this rhinestone. This is called a cup link, where all those rhinestones, they're in what the link is called a cup link. So I paid $2 for this, but you can see down here that it's got this design. I wonder what was broken about it. Oh, I remember. Look what's in the bottom of the bag. There are these two little rhinestone things that used to be attached. There. So let me see. I bet you they went on this baguette. But honestly, even without it, it still looks nice. Because it's not like you can really see that it's not there. Yeah, so I don't have any dead stones. Dead stones just mean that a lot of the rhinestones in these vintage jewelry pieces have sort of like a coating on the back of them, and that's what helps give them their, shine and sparkle. And over time, you see, there's no light that can get back in there because these are not open. So the only way that they can have that sparkle is if it has sort of that coating that's on the back side of the stone. But over time, if things get wet or, just from something being, older, some that uh, kind of sparkly backing rubs off, and then the stones will not shine like this, and they'll start to turn black. This one sort of looks black, but that's the reason that's happened. And so people will call those darker stones, they'll call them dead stones, but that's what that means. That's what someone's talking about when they say that. So there's that. Normally, I also play games and do jokes. I do have some jokes here, but I'm so busy talking to you about this stuff. I think tonight I'm just gonna stick to the sharing of the goodies. Again, I'm happy to run things if you want. Just let me know, or even when I get done or get finished, there might be some things you might want me to run. Oh, I have another broken one. You see, this would be a great buy for somebody who is like remakes jewelry, because look, these are beautiful glass, sort of like confetti kind of art glass beads. We've got this whole Y necklace. Looks like I paid $2 for this. But look, the toggle broke off. So it's definitely not sterling. Like, this is like a cheapie. So someone will have to buy that for me for the beads or something. So that's that. Okay. Moving on, moving on. Okay. I have a whole bag of jewelry here that was in this tub. So I'm just going to pour it out and we will keep going. Keep going with the share. Looks like I have some receipts in there. All right. Well, look at that. We all know how beautiful jewelry from J. Crew is. So I paid $3 for these earrings. Let's see if I can get them. I want to try to keep the card from being destroyed because new jewelry on its original card has value. So I don't want to destroy the card. So there we go. Yeah, these feel glass, I think. J. Crew jewelry is so well made and heavy often. But you can see there are post back. They might be acrylic, but they're pretty heavy. So there you go. There are those earrings. I like learning from you. That's okay. Good. I love letting people learn from me. That's good. All right. Another pair of really beautiful rhinestone prong set earrings here. Looks like I paid $2 for these at my local thrift store. I love this deep cherry red about these earrings. Look at those. So pretty. And so those stones are a little bit different. Instead of them being like a faceted stone, they're more like there's a name for that kind of stone that's more smooth. And it looks like there's something written on the back here. Yeah, those say Weiss. So those are a pair of Weiss earrings. Let me take them off this card. You know, Weiss earrings in the resale world, you know, could go for quite a bit, especially if they're in decent condition. So that's what those are looking like. Now, why is that not looking symmetrical to me? Do you see how this one comes down further than that one on the little petal? I think it's just because it's pushed down further because it doesn't look like anything's missing. Interesting. Okay. Well, there you go. All right. Another necklace here. I paid $2 for this. This is faux pearls. Gray, hand knotted in between. We've got this really cool clasp here. Look at how this can move. So when you're wearing it, it can have more of a look like that. Or, I don't know, that's kind of groovy. I don't know if this is a snap or what. I'm going to try to pull it apart. Oh, it is a snap. Okay, there's something written in there. Hold on, let me tell you what it says. It says Nolan Miller. So that's a Nolan Miller, kind of like a snap clasp. Now that is very unique. Wow, and it kind of moves like that. That's super cool. Never seen a necklace like that before. Okay, here in a box, here I have 75% off. So that means I would have paid $4.25 for these earrings. It has an original price on there that was probably TJ Maxx because you can see the original price at $60. This looks like a TJ Maxx tag. I don't know that to be for sure, but you know how TJ Maxx always has compare at. But I'm guessing that this It says that it's sterling, so it's definitely vermeil. So that means that's the reason it looks gold, is because it's got a gold plating over sterling silver. And I bet you those faceted stones there are maybe some type of quartz. So quartz on my presidium will fall kind of right there. Oh, yeah, you see how it goes up? It moves. If it was glass, it would not go up. So it might be some type of quartz or possibly an aquamarine. I'm not sure. But anyways, definitely a precious gemstone of some type. So there's that. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Oh, goodness. It looks like everyone came over and raided me. That's very nice. So I explained earlier to everyone who had come in that tonight is really more of a jewelry haul. You know, I will run some things for auction, but, you know, only if you like request them. Otherwise, I'm really just showing you the great deals that I find when I'm out thrifting. And all of the items that were in the tub tonight were items that I had marked as 50% off. I had paid 50% off the thrift store price. So for this particular item, I paid $1.50 for, and I know for a fact what. How much longer is this guy? I just really need something. Oh, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to tear apart the desk. I'm literally, my teenage son needs something. Andrew, like seriously, you could have asked me for this like hours ago. It's in this desk. Well, you don't have and glue sticks and everything. I'm in the middle of a live. I didn't know when this was gonna happen. Well. So I don't know that, here's colored pencils. There's probably glue sticks downstairs somewhere in my teaching stuff. Got it. I got it. There probably is glue sticks down in the drawer in the kitchen. I had no idea where I know. Okay. I actually did tell him, but he's a teenager. And teenagers don't always listen. I know that shocks everybody. So, anyways, like I said earlier, this is really more of a share of, you know, me and, you know, it's a haul. Yeah. But I want to tell you something about this necklace. I did actually look it up, and I do believe I did pay $1.50 for this. It does have a sterling silver vintage clasp right here. It is marked with it says sterling. It doesn't say 95, it says sterling. But I recall that these are rock crystal. Aren't these very interesting looking stones there? So if you look there, if they're rock crystal, that means they're a type of quartz. They would come up to that. So I know that that's far away. So such a struggle. Let's see if I can come down here a little bit more for you. So it's higher up. So, okay, so there you go. Definitely rock crystal. What a find. Yes. Think this makes you human. Kids are awesome, and we love kids and teenagers uh, on because it shows you live a normal lifestyle as a mom. This is true. Yes. And he was home all afternoon from, you know what, getting out of school at 2:30, and then he saves 10 o'clock at night to ask me about this. Makes me crazy. But it kind of reminds me earlier today, you know, we had Rachel on and she was doing her Monday chat with everybody. And she's a mom. She homeschools all her young children, and the kids were in the back of the car, you know, being kids, but not always quiet. And yeah, it shows that a lot of us are multitasking for sure. But I want to tell you something. I do remember looking these beads up. They are, in fact, vintage rock crystal. And I think my recollection is they were quite valuable. So let me find my little phone here, and let's do a real quick Google. I had earlier in our thing, we found some Kenneth J. Lane Avon earrings that we were looking up. I was trying to teach people how to use the Google Lens. For those of you who don't know, if you have the Google app on your phone, you click there, and then up at the top, hold on, let me go out. You will see this little symbol right here, and you click on that, and then it'll bring you, it's called Google Lens, and it's taking a visual picture of your item, which I don't really love doing this on my hand because it's not going to make it very clear, but let's see what happens. Let's see what shows up. Bam. Look at that. Look at it. It's the same exact necklaces. Art Deco, sterling silver, faceted, 175, 85. You see how the beads there, Art Deco. Or at least for those first couple. So it was those first ones that were definitely, you see how they look just the same there? Where they're joined in like that. Well, that was a good find for what did I say, $2 maybe? Faceted crystal. Now this, like I said, is rock crystal as I showed it to you. So that's why the value is so high. So anyways, there you go. I'm definitely not crying about that. So, okay. Let's see what else I got going on here. Andrew? Oh, I hope he found glue. Okay, so we've got a textured link kind of layering longer necklace here, and it looks like the brand on there is Accessio Craft. Andrew! Hold on, I want to see that he got glue. I apologize. Did you find glue? Yes. Okay. Do you need markers too? I'm good. He's probably got some project due tomorrow and he's waiting to the very last minute, late at night, to go and do it. Shocking, I know. He's a senior. I have 3 kids. Most of them, 2 of them are already in college. My daughter just graduated from NYU in New York City with a biology degree. And she went right back to do a master's this year. It's a 1-year master's also at NYU. And she's pre-med. So she just took the MCAT just a couple days ago. And then I have another child who is a junior at Penn State. And then Andrew, the kid you hear me talking to, is my youngest. Anyways, a nice textured long layering chain. And I paid $2 for that. I like it. Okay. What else do we got going on here? As I was mentioning to people earlier, I have so much inventory at this point that I really just don't pick up any jewelry. Usually I'm pretty picky. I really won't pick something up unless it has a brand on it, or it's some type of precious metal, or it's some type of vintage item with gemstone, whatever, that has value. So I don't know if you can see it, but that says Sabika. I got 75% off 15, so that meant that this was $3.75. $3.75 for just a Sabika chain, very simple. I don't believe Sabika is typically sterling silver, even though this is not magnetic. I just don't think that their stuff is, just from recollection. But anyways, she is so cute. To apologize for child kids are awesome. And oh, I already read that. Yes, true. Okay, I already read that. Look, another necklace I found with tags on it. Sorry, all of this was like in one tub, so some of this is tangled around itself. But this does, in fact, this is J. Crew. Beautiful lusciousness, heavy J. Crew necklace. You can see the tag back here, and you can see the hang tag right there. So it was brand new, and I paid, looks like I paid $4 for that necklace. J. Crew usually sells really well, especially obviously if all the stones are in it. It's pretty heavy. I agree. I agree, Mel. I agree. Okay, look at these beautiful earrings. So it looks like I paid $2.50 for these, 75% off $9.99. This looks like hematite to me. And my guess is they are probably sterling silver, or I would not have picked them up. So let me look on the backs of one of these. They look like sterling silver. And there you go. There's your mark right there. It's hard for you to see it. Yeah, so not too shabby, right? Some beautiful dangle earrings. And this is how us resellers, are able to make money, is we have to find things that have high value at a low price, so we can then hopefully pass some of that savings on to our buyers. So there you go. I like those earrings. Pretty, pretty. Okay, I think I need to get the neck for this one. I am not going to acid test those earrings because there's nothing about them that makes me question. But sometimes there's items that I don't believe, they might be marked with sterling silver, but I don't believe it. So I'll still test it anyways. Okay, so this is a really big necklace. It is Talbot's. It does have a Talbot's tag right there. I paid, now this looks like a lot. It was. This was a $20 necklace. I got 75% off. So the necklace I paid $5 for. But when I go and I look up comps for this, they're really high. It's a enameled floral Talbot's necklace. But then I also got the bracelet at that time. This has got to get flipped around. It is in like immaculate, like new condition. And I paid, so I would have paid $425 for that bracelet. So now we got ourselves a little bit of a set. There you go. Okay. Now this is pretty. I'm sure it's sterling silver. So I would have paid $6.50 for this. It looks like they're little pressed flowers that are in sterling silver. It's like a bracelet. I'm sure it's marked somewhere, or I probably wouldn't have picked it up. There you go. But we will test it. I'll put it back there in my testing pile. But, sorry, let me take it off so we can measure how big it is. It's so cute. Does have a little lobster claw clasp there. But aren't those pretty? It's like little pressed flowers. So lovely. I love it. This is definitely my style. I like that. Okay. And so that measures just about 7 inches on that one. But we will do a real quick acid test on it when we get through our stuff. I don't know if Julie is still watching, but she had done a little bid with me earlier on some tiger's eye earrings. Here's another pair of tiger's eye earring dangles. It looks like I paid $4 for these. I'm not sure if they're sterling or not. But anyways, some tiger's eye earrings there. Okay, so I paid $7.50 for these, but apparently the posts on these vintage kind of filigree open work earrings, the actual posts were gold. I'm sure that I checked them or I wouldn't have bought it. But yeah, that's me paying 7 something for a pair of things at a thrift store. They had to have something about them that, made it worth paying that for me. All right, so this was normally $20, but I paid 75% off, so I paid $5 for this. I do believe it is marked. It is sterling silver, and my recollection is that it was from Canada. I do remember pulling it up on Google Lens and seeing it's pretty heavy. So when you have sterling silver items, but you have a lot of weight, that's good. People a lot of times will weigh the sterling silver item. It makes the value more. Just taking off all these tags. I was sitting here trying to find where I had seen. Oh, here it is. It's right there. Let me tell you what it says. It says 925 Canada, and then it's got some other letters next to it, but I can't read it. But it is a toggle chain. I mean, it's a circle link chain there, but it's a toggle clasp and it's 7 inches. So that's a nice one. Okay, I got here. I don't know if that's citrine. I can check it on my gem tester. Let's see here. So I paid 75% off 15. So that means 750, 375. I paid 375 for this. It is in fact a sterling silver chain that's marked there. It's just a regular oval link chain, but I'm not sure about that. If that, I mean, it's definitely not a diamond or anything. I'll tell you that. Um, but let's see here. It could just be cubic zirconia. It goes up a little. Oh, it might be something. Usually cubic zirconia doesn't go up quite that high. So I'm sure this up here, it's got like a baguette. I'm sure that that is just, yeah, that's just cubic zirconia there. But isn't that pretty? Yeah, so $3 and something for a pretty little chain there. Okay. I'm almost through my haul here. I've got one more bag to open up for you right here. And then I'll test a couple of the items that I had set aside. And then if there's any of the things you guys want me to run, I'm happy to do that. It looks like I paid a whopping $2 for this whole set. Earrings, bracelet, and necklace. Can you believe it? We've got goldstone, filigree beads. I'm not sure what kind of stone that is, if it's a type of jasper. I just don't know. Sorry, this is tangled on itself. Okay, but it falls under the quartz, so I bet you it's some type of jasper. But they're cool beads. They're all very unique. Nice filigree beads. So it comes with the necklace, which is on a twisting class. Is it? Oh, no, it's magnetic. And then it has a matching bracelet, also magnetic, and those matching earrings. That was a find. $2. Okie dokie. Let's dump out this last pile here. And then I can test a few things for you guys. See what we got here. I believe this whole bag, I think I wrote on the outside, hold on. It was from a church sale. So all of these have similar tags. They either have these hanging tags or they have these random stickers. But they all came from a church sale where the church sale was 50% off. So everything in here is half off what you paid. I promise you, the church sales, they don't know how to look for this stuff. They sell valuable stuff at the church sales all the time. I don't know where you guys find all your good thrifting finds, but you know, I promise you, they're not there with a Presidium gem tester, and they're not acid testing things. I think a lot of times they pass things up and they can't see it. I don't know. But this is, in fact, a sterling silver. Hi there, Elegance. At a glance. Love that username. It is a sterling silver spring ring clasp showing, and this is a vintage, like crystal, graduating crystal beads with some AB coating on there. I don't believe it's rock crystal from my recollection. You see, the other ones I tested for you, went up there to quartz, but these just stay there at glass, which, a regular crystal. But when you have two necklaces that have these faceted clear beads on them, sometimes you get some of these beads that are just glass. And I'll tell you right now that the glass beads by themselves, tend to weigh less than the crystal beads. The crystal beads, some of them may have like lead in them, you know, like that just makes them heavier. I don't know. I just feel like the crystal beads tend to be heavier. And that's how sometimes I can identify the difference. What do I have here? Okay, so this was $9.99. So this was $5. Let me bring my neck up here. This is very retro. Sorry, I didn't mean to drop that. I was trying to look for a brand. I feel like I should know the brand, but I don't see it. I'm going to take a picture of it. Because there must have been a reason I paid $5 for it. And if it didn't have a brand on it, that wouldn't be like me to buy that unless I knew it was a brand. So real quick, I'm going to do another Google search on it. So give me 1 second. And what does it come up? Sarah Coventry. There you go. Sarah Coventry. Atomic Sarah Coventry spindle, whatever. So it has a little bit of value. Hasn't lost any of its gold tone. Very different. I like the link. It's different. Okay, so how much are the other tiger eye earrings? I have been cooking a very late dinner. Okay, so I can run those other tiger's eye earrings for you, Julia. I'm happy to. Let me just grab them real quick. They're probably going to be similar to the other ones. Now, these are bigger stones. These are dangle earrings. And so, although the other one you did had the bead and the earrings were smaller. So I probably would run these for $5 as well. But they are, in fact, sterling silver. So let me find them real quick. They're right here. But I'm happy to run them for you. Yeah, so, and let's see if they're magnetic. So a lot of times you can have findings that are part of the hooks that are still magnetic even if the thing isn't. You'll find that a lot in like springs in necklaces and things like that. So just because you get some magnetism like in a clasp does not mean that it's not sterling. So I can't actually say whether or not these are sterling. I could run a test on them to see if they're vermeil, but as an alternative, I'll just sell them to you for $4 since I can't determine that they are in fact sterling. So let me pull up something that's for $4 and we will run that for you. Tiger's eye dangle earrings. Okay. Hold on. It looked like the shipping was higher than I wanted it to be, so I need to make it lower. Okay. Now I'm going to move to stage. So here I'm running these for you, Julia. Starting the auction now. And she's already done it. Okay, so I could test them real quick, but quite often these little hook ones are, you know, like they often have a 925 on them. But they are definitely tiger's eye, no question. So there you go. I'll put it with your other goodies. Thanks, Julia. Again, as I go along here, I'm happy to run things. I'm almost done with the haul, so the best time you guys could, if you really wanted me to run some stuff that you saw me open tonight, when I get to the end, it'll be the best time because then we can just do a whole bunch in a row. Okay, so this is My Life And I had done a $4. Okay. The real question is, where did I put your other ones? Huh. I set them down. I put them in a bag for you, and I don't know where I set them, but I will find them after. I'm not worried. Okay, let's keep going. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, what else do I got going on here? I have what appears to be a teeny little sort of pave-like or rhinestone encrusted sailboat. Yeah, most of it looks like they're just glued in. I don't know that it's sterling or anything, but it's just a little thing that I had gotten for $1. So you got that little sailboat. Okay, this is a really, really, really nice necklace. Very heavy. With, rose quartz and goldstone. I believe that that's onyx because I remember, there you go. So sometimes the black stones, they all look similar, but that one is in fact onyx. I believe that is lapis lazuli, rose quartz, possibly aventurine, carnelian, tiger's eye, amethyst, maybe some sodalite, faux turquoise probably. But this is a really long necklace. It does in fact have a 925 chain right there marked. And I paid $2 for it. So how about that for you? Good deal, right? Woohoo! Okay. Please don't get all tangled up. Okay, this just looks like a cha-cha simple necklace with some glass faceted beads on it. Definitely cha-cha style. This I paid $2 for. I'm actually surprised I did because I don't see any brand on it, nor do I believe it's 925. It's not. So I'm actually surprised I got that, but it must be because of all those glass beads. So yes, thank you Forever Jewels. It is pretty, yes, here on my jewelry haul. So I paid $2.50 for this faceted um, black bead graduated necklace. It does not, oh, it looks like some of them have some seed beads in between. But I think once they get down to the very bottom and the necklace is turning, there's not room to put a seed bead in there. So I think that's why they don't actually have seed beads between these last few. But the rest of them have seed beads in between them. This is also a sterling silver clasp, lobster clasp there. And I don't remember. I'm sure this is just glass. Hi. If you could run that necklace with the gold stone and lapis, etc., I'm super interested, please. No problem. Okay, so this just looks like, yeah, that. Okay. So, let's see. Are you referring to this one here? And let me tell you the length. I did take some notes on these items so that I knew if I had to run something that I would have at least a starting point. Okay, so we're looking at 24, probably about 28 inches long. And look, it doesn't even just have regular seed beads. It has gemstone seed beads in between. Look at that. Amethyst seed beads. They are all, I tested them all. And I'm going to show you here in front of you. You know, like this is definitely amethyst. And this is a type of quartz, and this is carnelian. Like they all are definitely gemstone. So it's a pretty necklace, very heavy. It does have an extender on it. Looks like about 2 inches or so. So let me see what notes I put there. about that necklace and what I would, okay. So with it being sterling silver, it, let's see here. I want to know if it's on a chain. It looks like it's on a wire, just so you know that it's not like that it's a wire that it's on. But it was strung really well because it bends well. Sometimes things are put on a wire and they're done too tight and they just don't lay well. But this one definitely lays well. And I wrote a note here that if I were to run this, that I'd, I had like $22 on it. Do you want me to still run it? I think it's definitely worth that. Also, this is my first time on an auction, so bear with me. No problem. Yes. Okay, you still want me to run it. Okay, it's definitely worth that. I just want you to know, especially with the um, sterling silver there. So let me pull that up. So I'm going to run it as 22. Again, I do have progressive shipping, or if you have ordered other things from my other shows, all of those, tomorrow is shipping day. So all of those are going to all get, for the benefit of you, put together. Multi gemstone necklace, 28 inches, 925 clasp. Okay, sorry, I'm just making notes on the thing I'm going to run for you. Okay, so I'm going to move that to stage. And so if you haven't bid much before, I'm starting the auction now. So all you would have to do is, click on the auction button there for that necklace. And of course, we'll bear with you. It's all a learning, but this is really just a stunning necklace. Super heavy. So you got to bid. You're about to lose your chance to bid. Were you still interested? Oh, I have to add my payment method. Oh, no worries. I can run it again. I'm going to keep going, and you do it on your end. I just set it aside for you. Not a problem. Okay, let me keep going here. Okay, so I paid $1 for these earrings. No, it's no problem. It's very easy to run it again. Don't worry. You just let me know when you're ready. Yeah. So, I mean, and if it's the first time that you're actually purchasing something, just know that here on District, a lot of the sellers in the Lilyworks community, I know for sure, at least in the Lily, but I'm sure in other community marketplaces as well. But we have the option to offer progressive shipping. So if you purchase multiple items from us, the first item will be $4.50 for shipping, but then each additional item will only be 50 cents. So I just wanted you to be aware of that. So a lot of times people really try to bundle their purchases. These are sterling silver 925 loops, pretty thick. I got them for $1. I'm going to put them back there just so we can test them, and I can show you what, in fact, it's going to look like when you test sterling silver for those of you who have never done it before. Okay, so I got another pair of earrings here that I paid $1 for, apparently. They've got these teeny little, they almost look like little light bulbs. Aren't those cute? So that's the dangle there. They look like sterling silver. I don't know. They look tarnished like they are. So I'll probably test those as well. Okay. I think this is an Avon pendant. So we've got some, bezel set rhinestones there with a little bit of mill grain, a really big sort of moonstone. It does feel glass in the center, I believe. But yeah, on the back there at the bottom, it says Avon. So this is in fact a pendant, but you would need to add a bail onto that if anyone ever was interested in that. Okay, I did it. So whenever you get to it, No rush. And thanks for the info on progressive shipping. I did buy something from Rebel June, but it wasn't in an auction. Does that count towards shipping discount you mentioned? No, the way progressive shipping works is it's with each seller. So with me, like if you purchased however many pieces, all the purchases after your first one are 50 cents, at least on the jewelry. But, you know, like this weekend, I had a show just because I happened to be part of a jewelry raid train this weekend. I actually had a show Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. And so there were a lot of people that bought from me in a couple shows ago. And they bought from me in several shows. And all of that can wrap together as progressive shipping. And it just makes more bang for your buck that if you get a few things, then it makes having to pay more for shipping the first time worth it. So anyways, just telling you that. So yes, yeah. So here's another pair of dangle earrings that it looks like I got. Looks like it has a mark. Oh, there it is, of 925. Again, I will probably test them because I don't always believe it. I doubt it. Sometimes it's marked incorrectly, but those are glass rhinestones. Isn't that a pretty little dangle? One of the ways you can tell is, sterling silver is not magnetic, so I want it to not be magnetic, but that doesn't finish my testing. I still need to check more things. These beads are called liquid silver. Sometimes they're made of sterling silver. This does appear to be a sterling silver clasp. I paid $1 for this cute little dainty bracelet. So cute. And it is sitting right at about a 6 3/4. So there's that. It's got just some little blue rhinestones there. I agree. Progressive shipping's a big deal. Thanks for that, Julia. I agree. Okay, I'm almost done with this little pile here, and then I'll run your thing. This is a real pearl. I know that because I paid 50 cents for this. But at the time, I also noticed there was stuff marked here. And what it says, it's kind of tarnished, but it says BAL, Ron, whatever that means. And then it says 1/20, 12K gold filled. So we have a really pretty sort of wishbone a brooch that's gold filled with an authentic pearl. So we got that. Great find. I think this tag fell off, but I believe I also paid a whopping $1 for this. We've got a very vintage twisting barrel clasp there, and some kind of, this heshy. I don't know. I think that's what these kind of beads are called. Sort of a, Native American style necklace there. We got that. And here I have another art glass kind of bracelet here with a toggle. The toggle kind of looks sterling silver. It's got that kind of tarnished look. I'm not sure, so we can test it real quick with the other stuff. But I paid $1 for that. Pretty good deal, right? Here's another really beautiful bracelet. Also, here I paid $1.50 for this one. This little, twist hook there, it looks sterling to me. I will test it real quick right here in just a second. Gold filled is very expensive, yes. But you know what's even more expensive, Julia? Gold. And so I found these Tweety Bird stud earrings for a whopping $1, and they're 14 karat gold. I remember them because when I saw them, I was like, well, somebody missed that. They are not gold filled, they are actually gold. And they have marks on both the backs as well as the post. And specifically what it says is on the post is it might say 585, which is the number that's used just like to represent gold. No, it doesn't say 585 on this. It just says 14 karat. But it's not gold filled. It's actually gold. So those are actually worth quite a bit of money. At least $40 to $50. Solid 14 karat Tweety bird earrings. How about that for you? There you go. Good dollar find. We've got what appears to be, this looks like coral to me. And this looks like sterling silver as well. So there are some dangle earrings there. We can test those as well. I've got some black pearls here. Freshwater. Got them for $1. Yep, those are real. And we can very quickly test the backs on that. I don't need to take these all out. I believe these are gold filled studs, dangle studs. I got them for $1. And I think these are gold filled, the ones that have gold posts. The other ones I don't think are. So, but they might have been marked with Avon or something. So let me run this necklace for D. So let me pull that up again. So I'm going to restart the auction. So are you ready? I'm about to start it here. Are you back there? Bead dealer. I'm sorry, tell me your first name again. You told me. You said it, but now I didn't write it on my paper. Anne, that's right. Hold on, I'm going to write it on here. My stepmom's name is Anne. Okay, they live in Australia. Okay, bead dealer. Anne. I just like to keep a list so I can remember people's names. Okay, I'm starting the auction now on your beautiful, heavy 28-inch gemstone necklace. So you just press the bid button. There you go. You got it. Yeah. So, and again, I can pull out some of the other things that I had for this tonight. I can just lay them out on the thing before I go to give people a chance to look at some of the other things. Okay, so those are going to you. Very lovely. I'm going to take off this tag. Now, here's a question. A lot of people like to keep their sterling tarnished, but some people like them cleaned. Would you like me to polish your sterling silver before I send it to you, or do you want me to send it to you as is? Yay, so fun. It's a really nice necklace. You're going to be happy. No, that's okay. As is good. No problem. But look, even the beads in between were gemstone beads. I just love it. That's a really nice necklace. I'm happy for you. Okay, I'm going to get a nice big bag for you because I don't want to crunch it into something else. And then we're going to do a little bit of sterling silver testing. So this is bead dealer. Okay. Okay. All right, so we're going to put this presidium away. We don't need that anymore. We've already gone through all the stuff. But I do want to bring all these goodies up here. And then I'm going to get out my acid testing stuff. Now, I'm going to tell you right now that anybody who works with these acids to test for sterling silver, you need to be really careful. Wear gloves, or if you choose not to wear gloves, I don't always wear gloves, but I'm super careful. You don't want to get it on your skin. You don't want to get it in your eyes. Now, there is 2 ways to actually do acid testing on sterling silver. One of the ways that I do it is I use like a burgundy. It's this actual sterling silver And it's and I do it on a white stone. And if it is actual sterling silver, then the scratch that you make will turn burgundy. But this is gone. This is out. But I know that I can also test for sterling silver by using 18 karat gold acid, which is what this is. And I can scratch on a black stone. And what will happen is if it is sterling silver, then the scratch will turn like a milky blue. So that's what we're looking for, is a milky blue to show. Now, when you're testing multiple items for sterling silver at a time, it's good to sort of place your things around it in a way that you can remember which one was which. Because I was going to do a couple different earrings here first. I'm going to just put one in each corner, and then I can remember, hey, yeah, that one is that. Okay, and I have a few more earrings up there, but I'll do them in the next one. So you want to get a pretty decent scratch when you're scratching for these tests, but you want to do it in sort of an inconspicuous spot. Sterling silver is a very soft metal, so you want to also be careful not to bend it too much. I'm actually going to test this in two places. I'm going to test it on the little post that's sticking out there. I'm scratching, scratching, scratching. And then I want to test the main part of the earring. I'm doing it towards the back so that my scratch won't be seen. You know, it's inconspicuous. So I've made two scratches there, but I'm going to leave that in that back corner so I know that when I run it, that it's for that one. So I'm just testing this teeny little, you see how dark? This is totally tarnished. Look at how I get all this black tarnish on my hands. That's why I know it's sterling. But I'm going to do a scratch there. Now, often what you can do with your scratches, if you scratch something and it has a color to it that's really brown or really, sterling silver has a certain color to it when you scratch it. So, if you do enough of it, you'll get to know when you scratch something that, oh yeah, that feels real. So far, all of these look to me to be real from the fact that they're all not magnetic. Now, what you also want to do, now here, this one looks different. This is a good example. You see how this one looks more brown or goldy? I couldn't tell on this earring whether or not it was sterling silver. I didn't actually see a mark. It did look tarnished. Now, it is possible for it to be magnetic because there could be some findings in there that are, but the whole earring is. So my guess is, but the actual lever back part is not. Maybe the top part of it is. But my guess is that this one is not sterling. And the reason I can tell that is, first of all, it does have some magnetism, but it looks different than the rest. You see all of these have a certain color to them. Yeah, we'll see you later, buddy. You're not invited to this party. I love having the delete button ability, everybody. Go delete. I'm not going to delete everybody that comes over from YouTube. I have no problem people from YouTube being on here. But the second that people are being inappropriate, they are not invited. And Rachel taught us how we can delete them. So that's what I did. I deleted his comment. Okay, so I'm going to put little dots on all of these. I'm going to try to bring it higher because I can't really zoom in because, unfortunately, here, I'll bring it down here. That brings it a little closer. I'm trying to keep it higher so it's above all the writing in the text chat thing. Okay, so I'm going to put a little drip there. It looks like it's coming off there. You see, it's already turned like a milky blue. A little dot there, a little dot there, and a little dot there. And if you look at all of those, all of them have turned milky blue, except for the one that I said, hey, I don't think that one's real. And that just comes with experience. But you want to be really careful with these acids. So anyways, that's real sterling, that's real sterling, that's real sterling. So when you see all this tarnish on my fingers, I just got tube up so I could delete his comment. That's awesome. That's cool. Yes, I love that Rachel taught us how to do that. You know, I'm like Miss Power with my, delete ability. Anyway, so those are all sterling silver. So when you're a reseller, you can be confident in knowing that you're sending a product out that is authentic. It's important for us as resellers. These are not sterling silver, but still a lovely earring with actual gemstone, faceted gemstones that still someone might buy, but it's going to make my price point different. So just to know that. So again, you want to be really careful with these acids. Often if I'm doing a whole bunch of acid testing, I wear gloves, but I'm just doing a few items here, so I'm just going to be really careful. But I just want to express to you, I've gotten this stuff on my fingers before and it hurts. It really does. So although this is marked, I'm still going to test just in case. And I'm going to test in two places. I'm going to test on the clasp, which the actual clasp on this bracelet does not have a 925 on it, which is very interesting because clearly the bracelet is marked with that. So I'm going to test both of those. So I'm going to do a scratch test. Now it's not scratching very well for me, so I have a sneaking suspicion it's possible. What's on my thing? You see, the clasp is not real. Look, I scratched so hard that I have rubbed off the fake silver to leave something else underneath it. I hope that just means the clasp is not real because, to be honest, this looks real. So maybe just someone just put a clasp on it that wasn't real. And this other one is scratching like it's real. And what you, it kind of has a little, I don't know. I don't know if it's real. But what you want to look for also when you scratch, in the spot you scratch, you want to look and see if underneath that spot, if it's also silver. Because if it was showing a brassiness underneath that, that's another sign that it's just like a plated something or like a fake, like, so you want to make sure your scratch also under it has that. So we will test that, but it is a little suspicious to me. I'm not sure that this is real. And these are the chances we take as resellers, even though it's marked as that and you pay it, assuming it is. This is marked with 925. But I'm going to tell you right now, it's not real. Look at how brown it is, the scratch. You see, this is so common. And let me find where I scratched, if I can show that there's brassiness underneath. And there is. You're not going to be able to see it. You can a little bit there. Do you see the part that I scratched? Hold on. You might be able to see it. It had some brassiness showing through. So that's a good sign. So I'll still put acid on it, but I don't know that that's real. This one might be real. I don't know. So we're going to do one of these little dangle earrings. These have really significant hooks on them. They look real to me. Everything about it looks real. Even though this one is actually marked. But just because something's marked, it doesn't mean that it is. Just saying. Okay, so let me do these earrings. And it might even be worth testing them for gold too, because they definitely look the tone of gold, but I don't have any marks on them to tell me that. But they could be artisan made. So, but let's test and see if they're vermeil, which just means there's a gold plating over a sterling silver. Okay, so that scratch looks a little different. I'm not sure. Okay, so we have 4 scratches there. I'm not even going to test the clasp. I know that one's not real. My guess is these 2 might be real, these not, but that one might be gold, which I have to use a different acid for that. Okay, well, I'm pleasantly happy to see that the heart bracelet is real. It's just that the clasp on it was not. Okay, And then the ring, fake. I don't know that these are fake. They might be gold. So we're going to keep testing that. But this is real. This is real. Moving on. I don't know if this is, yes, you saw the brassy color. I don't know if this is interesting to some of you to see this process of what, we go through to authenticate the things we're selling. But there we go. Now, in order to test this one for gold, I have to use some other acids, but we're going to do that last because we have to use a couple different acids. Okay, so I have 3 more bracelets left that I'm going to test real quick. I'm really just testing the clasps. I didn't find a mark on them. It's fun for you. That's good. It's all about learning. But they look sterling to me. So I'm doing a really good scratch there. I'm going to look at where I scratched and see. Underneath my scratch is silver color. So that was a good scratch. This one, I'm going to do this, twisting thing here, this part. I'm going to see if this is silver. Okay. I'm going to take a quick look at my scratch on the thing. Now remember, sterling silver is super soft. So you want to make sure, again, it is silver underneath. You want to make sure that you don't deform it too much. Now, I probably don't need to test this. Usually these spring ring clasps that are marked with 925 actually are. It's such a small clasp. I don't think someone's going to take the effort to make that fake. And I'm not going to test these little beads. They're too small. I would damage them to try to do that. I could try to test one of these little balls to see if the ball there is sterling. Let me see if I can get a scratch good enough for that without damaging it. It's that fine line of damaging it versus, Okay, I think I got a good enough scratch. Okay, so that's what we're looking at there. So those are the last 3. And let's test it. A little dot, little dot, little dot, little dot. And they all are turning sterling. So that's a good sign. That's what I wanted to see. You see that bright blue milky look. So all of those are sterling. Good to know. And then the last thing we're going to do, I just want to test these because they just really look gold to me. I don't know that they are, but and they're very artisan made looking. So what I'm going to do here is I'm actually testing for gold. This one is a little bit different. I'm going to do 3 lines because on each, I'm going to do a line where I test for 10 karat gold. And if the line doesn't disappear, then I can test the next line for 14 karat gold and then 18 karat gold. And I can determine what gold value it is. I know if it bubbles or it has any reaction whatsoever to it, whether it's disappearing, bubbling, smoking, those are not going to be gold. If it's actual gold, then when I dot the acid on it, it's just going to sit on top of it and it's not going to change, at least for that percentage gold. So this is just to see. I don't know that these are gold. I want to do a really significant scratch because I don't want to find out that this is like plated gold or something. I want to really... Sorry, the thing behind there is making noise. So I did those pretty hard. And I don't know that these are. We may find out it's not gold at all, but that's what we do. We test it. Okay. Hey, Lulu Bell, how are you? Okay, so the way we test for gold here, I'm going to take the 10 karat first, and I'm going to put it over this first line. And I don't want that bubble there. There we go. Go away, bubble. Okay. And really what I want is I want there to be no reaction. I want as that sits there, and we'll give it a second, I don't want it to bubble up. I don't want it to disappear. And if none of that happens, that I know that most likely it's a But I already can tell you it's not gold because I can see it bubbling. If I took my thing and looked at it close up, I can see it's bubbling and some of the, it's gradually starting to disappear. So I don't believe these earrings are gold. It's possible they could be gold plated. Here's my, see how it disappeared right away? And eventually the 10 karat disappeared also. So I don't even need to do the 18. I know that these are not gold. But they are still a very nice artisan made earring. But at least when I'm listing something or I'm describing something for a buyer, I can tell them, you know, what we actually know. They're not sterling silver, they're not gold, but you know, there's some sort of, you know, I don't know what kind of other kind of wire you'd use for jewelry, but there you go. Okay, so that brings me to the end of this haul, but what I will do is bring back up here onto my thing. I'm just going to bring up all those items that I showed you in my haul, and if any of you guys were interested in having me run any of these items, I can do that for you. But if not, we'll just call it an evening. So let me just put some of these things up here. I did sort of make some notations about, you know, if I did run some of this stuff, what I'd run it for. So I'm just going to put a few things up here. And if you guys... if you have any interest, you can let me know. You'll rewatch it. Yeah, you can rewatch it. Darn, I missed the good show. That's okay. You can rewatch it. I'm just pulling back up all the... It was pretty much just a haul of me showing a whole bunch of thrift jewelry 50% off. But I am giving people the option to, you know, have me run some bid auctions on it if they want. You know, these are more higher level stuff. Like these are name brand vintage items or authentic gemstone or authentic you know, sterling silver. So they're not going to be like costume jewelry, inexpensive stuff, just so you know. So I'm just bringing up kind of a first round of stuff to look at. Look at those beautiful earrings. Sterling silver ones. Those are beautiful. Love those. I'm just trying to lay them out there. But I'm not going to get them all out there in one screen, so I'll just put a few out there. And that one was, I think, Loft, that one there. So let me just start with that. Is there anything there? What is the one infant? Oh, the one in front. Okay, yep. So this actually was a set that had, let me just tear this off. It was a set with earrings, filigree beads, as well as a bracelet that was magnetic. You see that there? It's magnetic. And it had, this is some type of jasper. It did show up on the gem tester. Obviously, goldstone, I guess that's called goldstone, filigree beads. And then, of course, we have a necklace that's the same. It all matches. It is pretty. And that necklace is 18 inches. So, yeah, let me know if you were interested in me running that. And of course, those were the earrings there. And what does, oh, you were curious of a starting bid. Okay, so hold on. I did make some notes. Trying to offer good prices for you guys. So let's see here what I put. That set of all three of them I'll do, I would do, and this is a deal, I'd do $15 for all three of them, for the whole set, for an auction. So the earrings, okay, she says, okay, and the necklace and the bracelet. So just out of respect for the people that are asking, if I put a bid up here for example, Lulu Bell, let's let her, it's a steal. I'm just trying to make it a good offer because you guys know that I got some pretty good deals on these. So I'm trying to bring the good deal to you guys. It's okay for me. Uh, it's okay that I even sometimes have resellers that buy jewelry from me because I'm trying to bring it at a good price point. So, yeah. So, but if I run this for Lulu, so what was the starting bid on the black earrings up top? Excellent question. Okay, let me see what I put in my notes. Okay, those I was going to do a starting, well, a bid. I would sell them. I guess it's not a bid because no one else is going to. I'm going to put it out there to do auction, but really you should be the only one bidding on it because you're the one asking about it. But those earrings I would do for I would do them for 20 if you're interested. They are sterling silver. They are, as you can see really close up here, you have a Kobashan, probably marcasite, and they are marked with 925. Okay, that's fine if you're okay with that. You can see it's sterling silver because, it's like so soft, the metal. So did you want me to run both of those? Just the set, please. No problem. Got it. I gotcha. I gotcha. Okay. So let me pull that up for you and get you going. So that's set. I said 15. So let me go and pull a 15 out of here. Right there's one right there. Can I edit it? I think the auction might be running. Oh no, I haven't started it yet. Okay, so there you go. It's up and I'm starting the auction now. Oh, there you go. So yeah, it's for all three of those. It's a nice set, and I really love the little filigree beads as well. Okay, so that is for Lulu Bell. We put it in a bag for you. And yeah, you guys can take a look at what's up there. I can pull up more of the stuff, but this is the first round of stuff that I brought out tonight. Where is my pen here? And I don't know if you bought from me over the weekend at all. You certainly have bought from me in the past, but I have progressive shipping. So we had 15A, and this was Jewelry Hall. Okay. Thank you. What is to the left of the black? Okay. I'm going to get you to describe that more for me. So there's that one. So what is to the left of the black? Which one are you talking about? These earrings up here. The little, this is a pearl, gold filled, like wishbone thing. Top right, up left of black. Are you talking about these? The earrings? Yes, these. Okay. I just tested these. These are not sterling silver. So I would, but they do have real, You know, those are glass, faceted glass. They're heavy, like you can tell. Oh, yes, LOA. Okay, thank you. So are you interested? It would be very low bid on, I mean, like low, because they're not sterling. Probably looking at, you know, like $3 max. I probably paid $1.50 for them, so I'm not making a ton of money on them. Would you like me to run them? Yes, please. Let me see if I can pull these up. Trying to see where I had made notes for it. Hold on. Oh, crystal bulb dangle. Actually, I did write 4. Are you okay with that? That's what I had written. I came in so late. It's no problem. Yep, no problem. Okay. So I will clean them up, but they are cute. So let me get a 4. Faceted glass light bulb dangle earrings. I realize they're not actually light bulbs, but they look like light bulbs to me, so that's why I'm saying it. Okay. So I'm bringing those to stage right now, and then I'm starting the auction right there. So you can see them right there. They're cute. They look like little light bulbs to me. And they are kind of like, one hangs down a little lower than the other. They're cute. I'm just going to put that in your same bag for now. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. So, all right. So everyone got a chance to look at those. I'm going to move those away and see if there's anything people want to bid on the other stuff in the tub. So am I good to move this away, everybody? Thumbs up. Good? Yes? So I'm going to put these away. And I'll bring out a couple of the other things I showed tonight. This one has a matching bracelet. It's Talbot's. It's beautiful. This is Carol Lee vintage double strand beads there. We had this one. It was really nice. I had a couple loft ones. That's loft. This one was Sarah Coventry. Sorry, I gotta get it untangled. So that one was Sarah Coventry. That was also Sarah Coventry. This one was new with tags on it, J. Crew. The crafter's one, to fix or make something out of. So were you talking about this one, Julia? That the toggle was broken? I can give you a great deal on that. Is that the one you were talking about? It's got really pretty kind of like, they're definitely glass. You can definitely make something out of it 100%. but obviously the toggle's broken. So I will run that for you. So let me finish putting a few more necklaces up so people can keep looking at those while I run it. What did this say on it? Oh, I think this was Coro. Oh yeah, there's this beautiful Trifari lariat. It was gorgeous. So beautiful. I had just faceted bead necklace there. This was just a long chain faceted. It does have a brand on it. If you're interested, I can look it up and tell you. Okay, so that's enough. Oh, and then this gorgeous thing. Now, this definitely has some value, but this is check glass, satin glass. It looks like, you know, it looks like, I guess it's a hematite, but it's not actually. Malachite. I mean, it looks like malachite, but it's actually satin glass. Check. Beautiful, hand knotted gorgeousness. Okay, so we'll stick with that. And so you guys can look at that, and then I'm going to run this for Julia. And so, Julia, with that being damaged like that, I literally am going to sell it for just $4, okay? So are you good with that? Okay, I'm going to run that for you. Speckled pink art glass bead necklace, damaged. Okay. So I'm going to move that to stage for you, Julia. And I'm starting it right now. So yeah, you can definitely make some fun things out of that. And so I'm going to get a bigger bag for Julia, and we can put all her stuff in the same bag. Okay. I gotta find your other thing there. All right. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay. So is there anything in this loveliness that anyone wanted me to run? Again, this was J. Crew with tags on it. This actually still had a tag on it, that filigree. I think it was Cachet. A lot of them have brands on them. But some of them don't. This was Talbot's here. So any interest in any of that, let me know. I'll give you guys a few seconds. And then I'll kind of pull out the last stuff from the night. Woohoo! Okay. Okay. Okay, no interest in any of this? Okay, I'm going to put it away. Again, tonight wasn't really about doing auctions, but I'm just offering it to you if you want it. It was more about showing you the haul, all the goodies that I found for such good prices. It's like anybody who does jewelry resale and goes out there trying to find really good deals. It's like you're a pirate. You're out there hunting for treasure. I don't mean the bad part of pirates, but the hunting for treasure part is what I mean. Yes, you're going to have fun making stuff with that. Okay, so let me pull out the last bit of stuff from tonight. Those beautiful Austrian earrings made in Austria. Loveliness. That one's as pretty on the back as it is the front. So I did have lots of sterling silver here and some Sabika. This is just a glass bead layering necklace. And that is Sabika right there. Some faceted earrings there. Put them up here. This was Leah Sophia. This was Trifari. This was 1928 with tags on still. These were Kenneth J. Lang, Avon. These are very valuable. They're actually rock quartz, sterling silver clasp. It's phenomenal. It's so beautiful. Little crystal necklace there. Oh, you can't really see it. We had some J. Crew earrings. There's some beautiful filigree earrings that had like gold posts right in the back. A little sterling silver bracelet, kind of liquid silver. That beautiful double layer, black faceted bracelet. And that book chain bracelet that was really cute. Okay, this was nothing fancy. This was just a... Okay, and I have a ton of little earrings, but I'm going to pull them out in the last round because they're going to be hard to see in the mix of all of that. So was there anything in there that someone wanted me to run of interest from when I showed it in my haul? Lots of nice stuff. Okay, looks like no, and that's okay. It's not what tonight was about. Trying to move some of these tags out of the way so I can see the earrings that I'm going to pull out for you. Okay. Okay. So nothing here. Got it. Okay. That was an Avon sort of pendant. I think these were Laura Bush, whatever, Laurel Bush. These were Coro. Those were Kramer. Those were No Name. Those were Weiss. Sterling Silver Freshwater Pearls. sterling silver hoops, sterling silver necklace with possibly blue topaz on it, sterling silver coral dangle, and then these say J-Flex, but they had a mark for sterling. More twist backs. We had this sterling silver necklace, again with that yellow gemstone, might be citrine. It definitely wasn't. It moved a little bit on the gem tester. These were Joan Rivers. See if I can lay them flat. Some generic dangles here. Okay, where'd the other earring go? These were sterling. I don't know where the other earring is at this exact second, but I'll find it. And then we had this box chain sterling silver necklace, but the actual pendant is not sterling silver. I recall it not being sterling silver. So that's it. So look, I actually threw some actual jewelry on the floor. Oops. Okay. So I don't know if there's anything in there you want me to run. If not, I think that we can call it an evening. Tonight was just about sharing the finds. That's all it was. And if you had some goodies you wanted me to run, that was okay too. I think that one earring I must have gotten attached to something else. But anyways, I appreciate you guys coming to watch. I got to learn a little bit about acid testing gold and silver. We did some gem testing. We talked a little bit about the importance of a magnet when you're a seller and trying to identify precious metals. It's also a really good tool to have a jeweler's loop. And Julia, I will send you the information on where I got because I didn't get the most expensive, but where I got my jeweler's loop slash magnets. I kind of bought them in bulk a little bit, and I'll email you. I mean, I'll message you on District with that information. But yeah, so that's all. That's all I got. But really, again, tonight wasn't about the sales. Tonight was just about the sharing. So I hope you liked looking at all those great deals that I found. And we'll see you guys again. I'm going to be shipping everything out tomorrow. So I'll see everyone again on Friday. My next show will be Friday of this week. So have a good night. Thanks again, everyone. I can't wait to get my orders. It's been fun. Great. Awesome. Thanks, Julia. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye. Oh, yay, you subscribed to me. You subscribe to my YouTube channel too, Julia, or just my district channel? Because I do also have a YouTube channel with 80 videos of unboxings and unbaggings. Oh, great. You will have hours and hours of entertainment to put you to sleep. Lots of jewelry unboxings. Lots to learn. That's fabulous. Thanks so much, Julia. Everyone have a great night.